videos have been flying up and down on the media right now based on what happened in court few hours ago. It's normally news that Nnamdi Kanu nearly slapped a witness. One of the witnesses that was brought to court by the DSS was nearly slapped by Nnamdi Kanu, and a lot of people did not know what really transpired. But I will play you the full video. You will see the footage. You will see everything the way it goes in this very video. The reason why Nnamdi Kanu nearly gave him a dirty slap in court in the front of the judge. You will see everything for yourself. A lot of people have been saying all manner of things, that Nnamdi Kanu is very aggressive, that things are not done that way and all of that. But people don't know what happened, and what happened is what I'm about to show you in this very video. So I would like guys to stay connected to the end of the video. If you can share the video as you're watching it, just want to share it. Share to different social media platforms, let it go viral. And if you can share it, just like it. Like the video, give it a thumb up so that YouTube will recommend it for us. Just stay connected. I'm coming back again.
Welcome you back to LAJUPOG Watch TV.
I don't have bad news for you today.
The home of religious gossip.
But you should leave the fight for Mohammed.
What is happening in the Christendom? Join now to make sense with LAJUPOG.
Hello my great and wonderful viewers, welcome you back to LAJUPOG Watch TV. For those of you that are new on this platform, for those of you coming across this channel for the very first time, just want to click the rest association button appearing on your video screen, and at the same time click the notification bell icon so that whenever we drop a new video in few hours time, YouTube will easily let you to know. A lot of people have been attacking Nnamdi Kanu left, right and center. They say what transpired a few hours ago, that Nnamdi Kanu is really guilty of it. It's normally known that Nnamdi Kanu nearly slapped a witness. One of the witnesses that was brought to court by the DSS to actually testify against Nnamdi Kanu was nearly slapped by Nnamdi Kanu, and this is what happened because a lot of people did not know what transpired. They did not know what happened. They just jump up to media to just see all manner of things as regards the matter. But I didn't that is you will even do worse than Nnamdi Kanu, because these people are finally frustrated the life of this man to this level. Now, let me play you the video for you to see everything the way it goes. If you're in a hurry, this video is not for you, because this is not my usual videos. I will never like you to skip any part of the video, just for you to have the total understanding of what we are talking about. Because if you skip a single part, you will not understand what the video is all about. The video will be meaningless to you. So I'd like us to stay connected to the end of the video. If you can share the video as you're watching it, just do what to share it. Share to different social media platforms. Let it go viral. Let a lot of people get to know what is happening as far as Nnamdi Kanu case in the court is concerned. And if you can share the video, just like it. Like the video, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us. I said it earlier. I said Nnamdi Kanu have been frustrated as far as this case is concerned. Back then, if you can remember, if you should notice, if Nnamdi Kanu wants to go to court for his trial, that was during the time of Binta and Nyako and all of that. The judge that was seated there was Binta and Nyako. Whenever Nnamdi Kanu wanted to go to the court to face the court on his trial and all of that, they would just incite violence in the eastern part of Nigeria. You just see violence being incited in the eastern part of Nigeria, and the moment Nnamdi Kanu gets to court, they will be pointing fingers at him, that he is responsible for the violence that was incited in the eastern part of Nigeria, and at the end of everything, they will turn all the case against him. And this man keeps saying it. Nnamdi Kanu in question keeps saying it. He said he did not know anything about the violence that they inciting in the eastern part of Nigeria, that is in detention. That how will he know about the violence that is happening in the eastern part of Nigeria? But whenever he wants to go to court, I don't mean that he's going to court tomorrow. Today they will incite violence in the eastern part of Nigeria, do her like that, and a lot of people will actually lost their life in the eastern part of Nigeria, and they pointed fingers at Nnamdi Kanu in court that is responsible for it, that is the one that set up the IPOB people, that the IPOB people are terrorist groups and all of that, that they the one responsible for all the violence in the eastern part of Nigeria. But Nnamdi Kanu said, free me, let me go. If you can free me, I will make sure I deliver. Just 1 minute. Free me for 1 minute. All the violence they inciting in the eastern part of Nigeria, it will stop. That was what Nnamdi Kanu said, but they refused to release him right from that time. They did not let him go. And I say that's not enough. Based on the violence that were incited in the eastern part of Nigeria during the time of Binta and Nyako and all of that, and they tied the case around Nnamdi Kanu, when the new judge got there, which is Justice Omotosho, before they bring him a new judge, Nnamdi Kanu fought Binta and Nyako in court. It have never happened in the history of Nigeria before that a defendant actually fight a sitting judge in court. That's to tell you that this man have been frustrated for over 4 years based on this case. And a lot of people were saying that, oh, the Binta Nyako that the judge in question before was a puppet to Buhari then. That was what some people were actually saying. They said it is not Binta Nyanko's court, that it is Buhari's court, Fulani's court. That was what they were saying. Everything is alleged to, but the fact remains, Nnamdi Kanu have to fight her before they allow Nnamdi Kanu to get a new judge, which a lot of people are clapping for now. The new judge that is seated there, Justice Omotojo, a lot of people that are checking the case the way the case is going, a lot of people that are watching the case of Nnamdi Kanu as it's going now, they now having more interest in the case because this man is doing a good job. The new judge is doing a very good job. That is it. Now, when the new judge got there, the witness that they actually brought against Nnamdi Kanu to come and testify against Nnamdi Kanu in court, Nnamdi Kanu nearly slapped the witness in court a few hours ago. A lot of things have happened which a lot of people did not know. Now, some people were saying that, oh, Nnamdi Kanu is too harsh, the man is too wicked, the man is this, the man is that is not supposed to slap a witness in court and all of that. Do you know what this witness say? I will play you the full video. You see this for yourself. Many of these witnesses, according to report now, many of them, they brought them to court just come and testify based on what they did not know. And a lot of lies were being made or being raised against Nnamdi Kanu. Many of what they testify on, they are lies. Can you stand there and someone will be lying against you just like that? Those are the questions that a lot of people are actually asking. You can still drop your opinion in the comment section as you're watching the video. Some political elites, they make a lot of people to disappear in the eastern part of Nigeria, but they've been accusing Nnamdi Kanu right from time that Nnamdi Kanu have been the one and the IPOB people have been the one that have been making people to disappear, kidnapping people and all of that. Whereas whistle are finally blew, fire finally open, the secret is out, the political elite behind everything, their secret is finally out. That is why Nnamdi Kanu, when they tried to lie against him in court, that's why he was trying to defend himself by slapping that guy that was actually trying to testify against him. Let me play the full video for you to see everything the way it goes. So if you can share the video as you're watching it right now, just wait to share it. If you're a new subscriber, do wait to subscribe. Share the video, let it go viral. Let a lot of people get to know what is happening as far as Nnamdi Kanu case is concerned. And if you can share it, just like it, give it a thumb up so that it will be recommended for us. Just stay connected. I'm coming back again.
So why must you insist to hear my case? I don't want you in my case. I don't need you in my case. You are biased. You are biased. You cannot be in my case. You cannot be hobnobbing with lawyers, hobnobbing with justices, and you're proceeding a case. It's shameful. Absolutely shameful. Shameful. This is not a court of law. This is a shrine to injustice. And I will not subject myself to it. You stand accused and you must make my case. You cannot write me.
See this woman? You see her? Justice Binta Nyako, the woman that was handling Nnamdi Kanu's case before. Many of you know that woman. I have never seen any judge in my life. I have never seen or heard any judge like her. Ordinary simple case they gave it to handle for Nnamdi Kanu. Since 2021, you have been frustrating this case. You can't administer justice. You cannot follow a case. You have just been doing nothing. And I wonder how you were allowed to hold this case for 4 years without this case even moving a step forward. Hey, so shameful. And let me tell you, because I believe all this was orchestrated by the past administration. You know, when people call these things a Fulani agenda, some people will argue. Because you can see it clearly playing in. And these people have no rule of law. There is nothing like rule of law. Binta Nyako's court is Buhari's court. And that court is where they cook Nnamdi Kanu. They cooked him there. Ordinarily a simple case, so Justice Binta Nyako would have started and executed. She dragged it for 4 years, doing nothing. She's the one that delayed Nnamdi Kanu to this moment in the DSS, delayed this man. If she did her job well, Nnamdi Kanu would have been walking free, granted bail or walking free now, because she knows that that's where it's going to end. That is why she don't want to even move the case, because there is no case. If there is a case, she would have gone on and pinned him. Let's move on.
My rights must be respected. It's important. My right to fair hearing must be observed and understand that.
House arrest.
Exactly. I don't mind house arrest because I'll defeat them. In this court, I'll defeat the government of Nigeria. Yeah. Jehovah will see it. Where is the treasonable felon? Where is it? All these years, journalists are gathering treasonable treason. What is treason today? He's gone. Come on. I'm thinking of another capital offense that can charge me with. Maybe, I don't know, impregnating the wife of somebody. I don't know what other thing they're going to charge me guilty. My only guilt is that I'm fighting for my people. And I will fight for them.
Okay, so
for justice and fairness and equity everywhere. Not using IPOB to commit crime is a criminal. It's not part of this family. Our family is based on 4 cardinal points. You must be without fear before your enemies. You must speak the truth always, even if it leads to your death.
If there's anything I love about Nnamdi Kanu, the man is bold. Nnamdi Kanu is very bold, articulate, very detailed under pressure, diplomatic, confident, and very empathetic. The hallmarks of a great leader. But even under pressure, he was able to communicate and let them know that he's not going to back down without a fight. We are where we are today, heading for victory because of this man's courage, standing for himself. Even when we thought that by now governors would have, and all these leaders, Southeast leaders, would have put pressure on his case, nothing has been happening. He is the one fighting, putting the right lawyers here and there. Sanko, pressuring his case. Look at the way he was firing on the court to get his job done. If lawyers don't want to do it for me, I'll do it myself. That is a man. You can hear him mention 4 cardinal points very clearly. I'll read it for you people so that you people will hear it clearly what he was saying there in the video. 4 points that he stands for. 1, be without fear before your enemies. Never be afraid to stand up for what is right, even when threatened. Be truthful, even if it leads to your death. Always speak and uphold the truth, no matter the consequences. Protect the right, protect the helpless, and do no wrong. Defend the weak and innocent. Never engage in injustice or abuse of power. What you say, do. What you promise, fulfill. Be a person of integrity. Keep your word and act to it. Tell me a man more virtuous, upright than Nnamdi Kanu. I'll wait. I'll wait. Tell me if you can. Tell me. I'm waiting. So we say, is it not Buhari that told her what to do? Let me tell you, if you do not believe in what they tell you to do, resign now. She head on to the case. You can tell them, say, find another Fulani man to handle this man's case. Me, myself, I cannot handle his case. And recuse yourself. No, you refuse. Even the upper court have told you to leave. You still sat there. What are you looking for in that case? What are you looking for? What were you? Let me use that word. What were you looking for in Nnamdi Kanu's case? God don't catch you. God don't catch you, because see as the case they go now. I'm not done yet too. Just hold on. I'm just starting this video. So just hold on. Oh, we are getting started. We're heading somewhere. Please don't just watch the video. Take time to like it by giving it a thumbs up. If it's your first time, please subscribe. We are still heading somewhere. Grab your cup of coffee. Let me take you on a ride. Many of you know that Nnamdi Kanu was denied bail and was also denied transfer to the prison facility or house arrest as he demanded by Justice Binta Nyako. Denied bail. But what you do not know is that she actually denied Nnamdi Kanu bail four times. Denied him 4 times. Some will say she do pass Peter. Peter denied Jesus Christ 3 times. She went a step further. I will be reading out for you the 4 times Justice Binta Nyako denied Nnamdi Kanu bail. And I'll be countering the reasons she gave Let's go. 1. May 18th. On May 18th, 2022. She rejected Nnamdi Kanu's plea on the grounds that he had previously jumped bail in 2017. I beg, you people should help me. 2017, how did Nnamdi Kanu jump bail? Madam Nyako, how did Nnamdi Kanu jump bail? He was in his house, in his palace, and the army moved in, which you know, but you want to close your eyes to pretend that you do not know that this man's life was under threat, in fact, direct threat, which the Nigerian state has refused to address till this moment. I know you know these things, madam, but I'm just trying to help you to remember because you are pretending not to remember. Operation Python dance was carried out in his house. Yes, to eliminate him. The man managed to escape. You're supposed to be happy that he's alive. But you are saying now that you don't want to grant him bail because he jumped bail. That's a very bad word to use. Very bad. Don't use such a word. Because you know the true story. So you had no reason not to grant him that bail. Never, you had zero reason not to grant him that bail. Just use that as an excuse. It shows the level of your intelligence. You're not that smart. Because if you are that smart, you would never have used that excuse. You would have used something else. Let's go on. June 28th, 2022. She denied a fresh bail application, calling it an abuse of process and advised him to appeal. You see, Nnamdi Kanu filed another bail application the next month because maybe he felt, I don't hear this woman well, maybe we file this thing again. It's like I didn't hear how well that I jumped bail. And she told him the same thing. Say, come, you are abusing the court process. I have already denied you bail already. And what is abuse of a process? Everybody has a right to go to court as many times as he like. What is abuse in somebody looking for justice? So if I have a case with court today, I cannot bring another case again to that same court. You have denied him bail the first one. That one is gone. So if you discharge me of a crime today, and I commit a crime tomorrow, you will say, I've already discharged him of the crime he committed yesterday. So anyone he commits in the future, I will not look into it. That is a wrong interpretation of law. There's some evidence that you bring into court. The judge can say, I don't want this evidence. But tomorrow, you will still bring in the evidence and they will accept it. It happened in the electoral tribunal against Peter Obi. Some evidences were rejected and later they were accepted by the same court. So now you are saying that you deny somebody bail today. Of course, the person can come tomorrow and also apply again. And probably you can grant the bail. It's not the first time it's happening. It's happened to people countless times. If the judge does not believe or see enough reasons at a particular time to grant you bail, he or she won't grant you bail. But if you come again another day and make the judge believe that yes, now you have proven to me that you are worthy of this bail, the judge can grant you that bail. Simple. So I don't know where you got your own law from. It's as simple as that. And if I'm lying, tell me, madam, that in your career as a lawyer, as a judge, you have never denied somebody bail and later granted the person bail. There is no judge that has not been in that shoe. It's just a normal thing. Maybe because of the agenda, you already have that agenda. They already signed it on paper, say, this man, never you grant him bail. That is what was playing out in that court. Simple. And that is why Nnamdi Kanu even ranted on your head and said you can never handle this case because you are biased. Let's go on. On March 19th, 2024, she refused Nnamdi Kanu bail again and ordered for an accelerated trial. So 2 years later, after 2022, on June 28th. 2 years later, 2024, you still denied him bail. Then you now ordered for accelerated trial. So you just kept him in that prison after denying him bail 2022 for 2 years doing nothing. Then 2024, he said, I'm tired. My case is not going forward or going backward. I beg, release me now. Then I said, okay, let us accelerate your case now. We want your case to end. Suddenly you woke up from sleep and remember that you had a man you put in DSS dungeon for the past 2 years, 3 years. Since that time, then you now want to accelerate his case. Accelerate his case to where? What kind of trust will the man have in you? If you had granted this man's bail that time, you would have still been handling that case. Apart from Nnamdi Kanu, the whole world have seen what you did. The whole Nigeria have seen what you did. And anybody coming to your cause now will easily recuse you of that case. They will be afraid of you handling cases now. When they hear Binta Nyako on my case, no, I don't want that woman, no. No. That woman, no, I don't trust her. And you know, once people don't trust you in anything, services, business, politics, people don't trust you, you will not have clients. You will not have clients. You will not have customers. I know what that means. Career don't end with that. Let's go on. On May 20th, this is the 4th time. On May 20th, 2024, Binta Nyako denied Nnamdi Kanu bail a 4th time and also rejecting his request to move to a prison or house arrest, reaffirming his obligation to appeal. You refused him bail a 4th time. Like I said, Peter denied Jesus Christ only 3 times. As in, you went a step further and denied Nnamdi Kanu bail a 4th time. House arrest, you say no. Prison, you say no. Telling him to go on appeal. Because you know not in your court. You have already signed it. As a judicial officer, you were supposed to know that holding a man without trial, even holding a man in a cell or dungeon for years, is a violation of his fundamental human rights. You, as a judge, you are supposed to know that. People are not meant to come to the court from a dungeon. People are meant to come to court from a correctional facility. That is where they're supposed to be coming to the court from. Even if you put him in the dungeon at first, after a brief while, you either grant the person bail or you send the person to the appropriate facility so that he can be coming to court from there. But you, as a judge that had all the power to make this happen, decided on impunity. Oh my God, it is so shameful that people come to the court for justice, but it is the judge that is sentencing somebody to the dungeon. Who does that? Holding someone in DSS custody for 3 to 4 years without proper trial or transfer to official prison custody is extremely unlawful and a grave violation on human rights under Nigerian international law. Justice Nyako, Binta, you're supposed to know that. Why is it a problem? Right to fair trial. Everyone is entitled to a speedy and fair trial under the Nigerian Constitution. Section 36 says that. And international treaties, Nigeria has ratified these rights under the ICCPR. Very clear. Also, it is an illegal detention. Keeping a suspect in DSS custody that long, especially without formal charges or trial, amounts to illegal and arbitrary detention. You know these things, but you kept doing it. Judicial responsibility. Judges are constitutionally bound to uphold these rights. I repeat it again. Judges of all people are constitutionally bound to uphold these rights. Allowing such prolonged detention, whether actively or passively, raises questions of complicity or judicial neglect. When you are in your room in your house, madam, what do you think? What do you think about? You be judge, oh, you no be God, oh. You be judge, you no be God. Let's go. Due process violations. The suspect should be either charged and tried within reasonable time or released. Detaining someone for years without that is a serious, grave abuse. Did you hear? I'm now the one teaching you your work. Maybe you will clap for me. You are supposed to be sued and tried for breaching the fundamental human rights of somebody who came to your court to seek justice. Yes. You're supposed to be investigated also for delaying the exertion of justice intentionally, without reason. This 3-4 years wasted in this man's life supposed to be investigated appropriately by the judicial bodies. Is not empty-handed. There is something between it, and it goes against everything the Constitution and the law and legal process stands for. Justice Omotosho is not your mate. Look at what he's doing. The little time he has held Nnamdi Kanu's case, you can tell that the man is transparent. The man is empathetic. The man is a real justice. He is not under influence so far we are seeing. And it's showing. This is what you should have done. But unfortunately, the case has left your hand, and now all glory will go to Omotosho. If at the end of the day, this man just continues this way and grants this man journey to go home. Because obviously you can see the federal government, the DSS, they are all tired. They are all tired of the case. Everybody is tired. In fact, releasing this man now will do more good to the country than harm. Releasing Nnamdi Kanu now is very strategic to the unity of the country and the peace and stability of the country. And Omotosho knows that, and definitely his under parts. These are the reasons why Omotosho is going to release Nnamdi Kanu. 1. Respect for human rights and length of detention. Kanu has been in DSS custody since June 2021, over 3 years now without trial, which violates his constitutional right to a fair and speedy trial. You know, Omotosho is known for upholding civil liberties in other cases, may see this as a clear justification to free this man. Simple. Omotosho's history shows he's a no-nonsense man. If he dey, he dey. If not, that's Omotosho for you. Also, health and welfare concerns. Kanu's legal team has repeatedly flagged deteriorating health conditions due to prolonged detention and lack of adequate Medicare. If medical records or expert testimony show a genuine health risk, the judge has legal and moral grounds to release him to get treatment under exceptional circumstances. Simple. You can see it clear that under the DSS custody, Kanu has developed a lot of sicknesses here and there, and he has not received any treatment. Omotosho definitely set him free on health grounds too. First one is on human rights ground. Second one, health ground. These are 2 grounds Omotosho will use and discharge this man.
Last year, someone sent me the picture of the man that was kidnapped in this video, the man you are going to watch in this video. They sent me his picture and they told me that it was IPOB people that kidnapped this person, that they have disappeared this person, that IPOB did it, that ESN did this. So I took the photo and I could not even find out what happened to this man or who kidnapped him. But do you now understand that this man has been found and he has been in detention getting to 1 year, not under police, not under military, but the members of Soludo vigilante Udogache were the ones that kidnapped him, but not under Udogache. That is to say that these people have been committing crime in the name of IPOB, and later Soludo now put them into his own group. We have a lot of questions to ask. How can you disappear somebody almost 1 year Police is not aware, nobody is aware. You hide him. And after some time, Soludo still take you people and form Udogachi. So there is something they are not telling us. And this man is a custard seller. This man is not a criminal. So that is the essence of this video. It was published by Harrison Gwamni Show on Facebook. So take a listen.
Right, good morning. My name is Harrison Gwamni Show. In Anambra State, Mam Imo State. I'm from the southeast and then from the south. So, but maternal home Imo State, paternal home Delta. So I'm your brother, and I cannot lie to you. I always ensure that I tell you the truth, for your own good. All right. The security agencies in Anambra State, the local security that we have, are not working in line with the Constitution of Nigeria. All right. They are doing things as if they are created on their own, and when they start doing evil, the evil they are doing now will overshadow the good they've done. All right. So they now know that this man is alive and is hidden somewhere away from people, not just him. If you check the video, you see that there are other people in his cell, handcuffed for the past almost 1 year now. He has been handcuffed inside where they kept him.
Tuesday, Monday, January. So, Monday, Thank you very much. So, everything I can school, thank you very much.
So the family, they've spent money, they got a lawyer, they've written petition to the police. And do you know one thing? Why would the police ignore such petition? A vigilante arrested somebody last year, August. The family wrote a petition in the same last year, and the police will just ignored the petition.
Thank you for staying connected, my great and wonderful viewers. You can see everything that was said in this very video. The last video that you watched in this video, you will notice that Soludo was actually accused. Everything was alleged to. They said Soludo men were the one that actually kidnapped that man for some years now. They make the man to disappear. They took him away from his families. And at the end of everything, during the time that the man disappears, they will say it was Nnamdi Kanu men, IPOB people that actually kidnapped the man. And a lot of people actually believe the story. They buy the story. Now, since the man was finally found, the man himself say it to the general public that it wasn't IPOB people that actually kidnapped him, that it was Soludo's men that actually kidnapped him allegedly. That was what the man said in this very video. You can see that many of the crimes that they actually orchestrated in the eastern part of Nigeria, many of the evil that they do, many of the violence they actually incite in the eastern part of Nigeria, since Nnamdi Kanu cannot defend himself and is in court and they charge him for terrorism and all of that and blah blah blah, they now putting all their wickedness, they now putting it on him. Now, if someone should kidnap someone in the eastern part of Nigeria, the person will easily turn to Nnamdi Kanu that it is Nnamdi Kanu's men that actually kidnapped the person, whereas they know that Nnamdi Kanu cannot defend himself at the moment because he is facing charges. Now, many of the things that they did in the eastern part of Nigeria, you can see this particular one. You kidnap someone, you put the person in jail, you put the person in a custody for years illegally, according to a report, and you pointing finger at Nnamdi Kanu that it is Nnamdi Kanu and his men that actually did it. Whereas this man have been found and the man is saying otherwise, that it is not Nnamdi Kanu, that Nnamdi Kanu did not know anything about it, that it is Soludo's men allegedly that actually kidnapped him. And look at the way they actually treated the man. This man is not even looking like a human being again. You can see the level of wickedness that is actually taking place in the eastern part of Nigeria right now, and they're putting everything on Nnamdi Kanu. That's why Nnamdi Kanu said he will never open his eyes on ground for someone to lie on him. That's why he nearly hit that particular witness that they brought to him to come and witness or to come and testify against him. That's what is happening. A lot of people did not know what happened. They begin to judge Nnamdi Kanu. They begin to say all manner of things about Nnamdi Kanu. That Nnamdi Kanu is too aggressive, that is too harsh, is too wicked. Why will he actually try to slap a witness in the court, in the law court? So things are really happening. You can see everything the way it's going. You can see the way the matter of Nnamdi Kanu is actually going. You can see the first video that you watch. You can see the way Nnamdi Kanu have the full temerity, the full audacity to be shouting at a sitting judge in the court. That was Justice Binta, the former judge that was seated on his case. Nnamdi Kanu was shouting on her just because he believes that the woman is doing nothing as far as his case is concerned. The woman have made the case to be frustrating. That's the height of it. For a defendant to have the mind to be challenging a sitting judge, a judge that can actually make claim that they should send you to jail, Nnamdi Kanu doesn't even care again that time. It was when he challenged that judge finish, that was when they changed his judge to this reasonable judge that is in charge of his case right now. And this judge that is seated there is giving a good hope to all Biafrans at the moment. That's why a lot of Biafrans are actually applauding this new judge that is the Justice Omotosho. A lot of people did not want to have anything to do with Nnamdi Kanu case again before, but people are not developing interest in it now just because of the judge that is there now. What the judge that was seated there before, what she couldn't achieve in 4 years that she had been seated on Nnamdi Kanu case, this new judge that got there achieved it in less than 3 months. He even achieved more than that. He said it is until justice is being served that I will not rest, that I will be the last person to be biased based on this case, that the federal government is guilty of the allegations or the way they treated Nnamdi Kanu in custody and all of that, that the federal government will be sued for it. And if it is Nnamdi Kanu that is guilty, that Nnamdi Kanu may be jailed for it. That was what the man said. And the man is doing it diligently. And according to what they have been saying now, according to the way the lawyer of Nnamdi Kanu have been defending Nnamdi Kanu and all of that, they be saying it now that Nnamdi Kanu is liable to be free any moment from now. And that is what is happening. There is no more inciting of violence in the eastern part of Nigeria whenever Nnamdi Kanu wants to go to court tomorrow again. It happens in the previous years when the other judge were actually seated on the case. But the moment Justice Omotosho got there is nothing like the inciting violence in the eastern part of Nigeria, and they will use it against Nnamdi Kanu in the court today again. It doesn't happen again. Things are not going smoothly. Now you can see the reason why Nnamdi Kanu nearly hit or slapped the particular witness in the court few years ago. Now drop your opinion in the comment section on this video. What do you guys think? Drop your opinion. Feel free. See your mind at the comment section. As I'm going to get another trend for you and share. Follow me on my social media handles on Facebook at LAJUPOG TV and at LAJUPOG Entertainment, and on Instagram at LAJUPOG. Guess what, guys? See you in my next video, and bye for now.
I see the hot for my body, I say make I yarn you. Religious gossip plenty day for body. Pastor with the line on top, be pastor. For LAJUPOG Watch TV. Pastor with the back, where politician with the do pass himself. Corrupt leader, why you waiting for church? All as LAJUPOG Watch TV.